Let's see the president of the United States, former president of the United States, having to defend himself against the insanity going on in New York City today, day one of this trial where they're trying to take him down.
Walking into the courtroom.
Is that common,
here.
Andy?
Yeah.
Huh. And here's President Trump as he walks in. Let's just see if we get a comment.
Are you ready to lose voters if there's a conviction?
This is an assault on America. Nothing like this has ever happened before. There's never been anything like it. Every legal scholar says this case is nonsense. It should never have been brought. It doesn't deserve anything like this. There is no case, and they've said it. People that don't necessarily follow or like Donald Trump said this is an outrage that this case was brought. This is political persecution. This is a persecution like never before. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. And again, it's a case that should have never been brought. It's an assault on America. And that's why I'm very proud to be here. This is an assault on our country. And it's a country that's failing. It's a country that's run by an incompetent man who's very much involved in this case. This is really an attack on a political opponent. That's all it is. So I'm very honored to be here. Thank you very much.
President Trump making the point that this is all politics as usual, but not entirely politics as usual, because you know what? He's not usual. Most usual, normal people would say, you know what? I've had it. I'm done. Thank you very much. I'm not going to have them ruin me, my family, and future generations. And yet he's still willing to go back for more. They don't know what to do with the guy. Because every time they try and take him down, there he is saying, no, I'm going to fight back, and I'm going to fight back hard. So this is unusual. I mean, keep in mind, this is this so-called hush money case, right, where he allegedly paid off Stormy Daniels via Michael Cohen. Michael Cohen, who like flipped on him, was like Mr. Rah-Rah Trump, and then all of a sudden was confronted with the reality of jail time and suddenly was singing a different tune. And they're saying, the feds are trying to say, or Alvin Bragg is trying to say in this particular case, New York is trying to say, well, we've got him on these charges because you see, this is sort of faulty accounting. He paid off Stormy Daniels, AKA Stephanie Clifford, with $130,000 by way of Michael Cohen. Now, this was already looked at before on the civil side, remember, and what was decided was actually Stormy Daniels owed him money. Well, now we're going back with a vendetta, a politically charged vendetta, and Alvin Bragg is trying to prove that there was faulty accounting going on. So let's just let's go out on a limb and assume that's the case. Now he said, okay, I never had anything to do with that woman. She's also issued multiple statements saying there was no affair, but we're not even going to debate that. We're just going to say, okay, you know, he didn't really feel like having this noose around his neck, and there was a picture of them together, and maybe she was saying something, and he felt like, okay, I'm a public person now. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want my kids to deal with this. I don't want my wife to deal with this. Maybe I give her 130 grand and maybe she goes away and signs an NDA, etc. So let's assume that that went down. Well, that's actually legal to do. You can actually give people money and have them sign NDAs. So that happens all the time. And then the question becomes, well, if he had Michael Cohen do it, his lawyer do it, is that a problem? Well, don't lawyers handle this all the time? Now, again, I'm a little out over my skis because I'm the economic expert, not a legal expert. But again, this kind of stuff doesn't seem like it would merit a full-blown trial for the former president of the United States.